Chapter 12. Hey, careful! Don't bruise them! You don't gotta tell me. Celeste parted her eyes to the sound of shouting conversations and the roar of a truck running. She sat up. It was morning. The sun had barely risen and tinted the sky a brownish short of pink. Oh no! Celeste's heart jumped, even as she kept her voice low. I didn't mean to go to sleep. What time is it? Judging by the contents being hefted out of the delivery truck, it was past 6:30. Terrence's house had a rigid schedule. Every morning, the kitchen staff had to prepare to receive the day's food delivery at 6 o'clock. Feeding so many members in Terrence's collection took a vast amount of groceries. But the truck was a ticket to Celeste's freedom. All she had to do was slip in before anyone saw her. If only there weren't so many people watching. That's it, Joe. We're done here, said one of the delivery guys as he closed the back. Then get in and let's go, Stave. We've got other places to be, said Joe, getting into the driver's seat. Celeste gasped. What? They were done already? No, she had slept too long. Wait a minute, said Stave. Hey, Polly, you didn't sign for the peaches. Polly, one of Terrence's lackeys, who watched to make sure nobody took any food from the kitchen, peeked out a delivery door. Ah, I know we got it. Go on. Nuh-uh. Stave marched in through the door. Last time I let an unsigned line slide, Terrence claimed you never got the shipment and our pay got docked. Sign it. Fine, fine. Polly disappeared inside with the delivery guy. This was Celeste's chance. She darted to the truck and opened the back. Celeste? The other delivery guy, Joe, approached her. What are you doing? Celeste bit her lip. She had to think of something fast before he alerted someone to her presence. Joe, Ooh, an idea popped into her head. She started to breathe hard and fast and opened her eyes wide. Joe, let me ride in your truck. Terrence sent me into town to fetch something from the store, and I don't think he's going to give me enough time to walk there and back. Ooh, Joe flinched. Punishment, huh? It's one of the cruel things not knowing if or when you'll get zapped. What'd you do? I threw up on his shoes last night. Celeste let tears pool in her eyes, even as she hunched over to hide her neck and missing shock collar. Please, Joe, I don't want to get shocked. Not again. All right, come on. Joe beckoned to her. Hurry before Stave sees you. You can slip out when we stop. You're so sweet. Thanks. Celeste hopped into the back of the truck, and Joe closed it behind her. Celeste grinned. It was so easy to make people think what you want them to. It was a skill she had developed growing up in Terrence's household, a way to keep or get herself out of trouble, or to hide when she didn't want to be noticed. The only one it didn't work on was Terrence. She was too precious for him to overlook. The truck backed up, turned, and bumped down Terrence's driveway. It slowed down as it passed Terrence's gate, then took off down the main mountain street. Celeste ducked back behind one of the crates of food. She might have gotten off at Terrence's property, but she wasn't safe yet. Until she got to South Haston, she wouldn't feel safe at all. Too many people sympathized with slave owners and empathized with the nuisance of runaway slaves. If anyone guessed she had escaped, she'd be sent right back into Terrence's clutches. The truck stopped at its next destination. Celeste crouched further behind the crate as the door opened. She had to wait till no one was looking before she tried to slip out. You take care of the paperwork this time, Joe, said Stave as he opened the door. I'll start unloading. He waited, his ear cocked to hear a response Celeste couldn't catch. He burst out laughing. I know, right? Then he turned to the truck. Celeste cowered in the back. She couldn't let Stave see her. He had a mean streak as white as Terrence's. Stave picked up a crate full of carrots and carried it inside. Celeste released her breath. With Joe handling paperwork and Stave carrying the crate, she should be able to slip out. She crept from her hiding place and slunk to the open door. Huh? Stave appeared in the doorway, blocking her view of the parking garage he had parked in. What are you doing here? Celeste stiffened. Wait. Stave narrowed his eyes. That jacket. You're one of Terrence's, aren't you? No, I'm not. Celeste shook her head. She had to think of a lie quick. Where's your shock collar? If you're stowing away, it should have gone off when you passed the gate. Celeste pressed her lips together. Wait a minute, you're trying to escape. Stave burst into laughter. Well, ain't this a kick? Can't wait to tell old Terry about this one. Wonder what kind of reward he'll give me. He pulled his phone from his pocket. No! Celeste rushed forward before she knew what she was doing. No, you don't. Stave caught her hand. You're my meal ticket. You're not taking me back. Celeste kneed him in the groin. When he doubled over, she grabbed the biggest sack of flour she could manage and clobbered him over the side of the head. He keeled over and collapsed to the ground. Celeste stood there, panting over him with a burst bag of flour in her hands. I didn't kill him, did I? I can't kill someone with a bag of flour, can I? Stave groaned. He tossed his head to the side, but lay there. Celeste breathed a sigh of relief. At once her mind kicked back into escape mode. She had to get rid of Terrence's jacket. Her original plan was to dump it after she had escaped the truck, but it would leave the number on the back of her dress exposed. But right in front of her was a better idea. She pulled Stave's delivery jacket off of him and slipped it on. Then she dug into his wallet for money. She needed it to make it out of town. Luckily, his wallet was full of bills. She stuffed the money into her pocket, which was getting quite full, and tossed the wallet back on him. Thanks for the help, Stave. She gave him a kick to the side before darting to the street. She ran for the nearest bus station, bought a ticket, and waited for the bus, hoping no one would notice her fur. When her bus came, she jumped on without a moment's hesitation. As the bus pulled away from the station, Celeste grinned ear to ear. She had done it. She had escaped. Next stop, Chilou and freedom.